Foreclosure. Your house is going into foreclosure.
What?
Because you didn't pay your HOA fees. What type of dummy are you? I say just about anything. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. I know a lot of people who moved into a neighborhood and they have HOA fees. They can barely keep up with the HOA fees. High as hell, according to where you live. But it keeps increasing. And they can't pay it. Even though they're up to date on their mortgage, they're not paying the HOA fees. And you gotta ask yourself, why? Why you moved into a place and you can't pay the fees? You knew before you moved there that those fees are going to increase. You knew you had to pay them quarterly or every 6 months or annually. And if you don't, you're going to get interest added and other stuff added. Fees, late fees. But you continue to do it anyway because I feel ain't nothing gonna happen to me. All they're gonna do is put a lien on my property. I don't plan on selling, so I don't care if they do put a lien on my property. I don't care. Put it on there. Put it on there. Some of y'all are in for a rude awakening. I'm going to play a video for y'all. Listen to me good. People who own houses living in the HOA communities. I'm going to show you what can happen to you if you don't pay your HOA fees. And don't be late now. Don't be late. My thing is, why y'all moving to such a place, a community where you got fees? I understand. No, I understand some of y'all. Because you want the neighborhood to stay beautiful. You don't want cars piling up in the front yard. You don't want the grass knee deep. All you got to do is complain, y'all, to the city or the county that you live in. They will make them move the junk out the yard. Where I live, we had Clayton County Beautiful. Complain about the knee-deep grass. That's all you had to do, okay? They come and put a thing on their house, and you got so many days to correct the problem. I had a neighbor, had gutters hanging. Somebody called on them. I didn't, okay? They came out and made them fix the gutters. I would never do an HOA. Never. Never, never, never. I ain't that stupid. I'm not calling y'all stupid. I'm just going to say maybe some of y'all just love the house so much you didn't give a damn about the HOA fees. That's what I'm going to say, okay? Listen to the video and listen good. Because this could be your ass. Just listen.
get to this story. HOA nightmares. It's one of the most frequent calls we get into our investigative tip line.
That's right. Now there are new bipartisan efforts by state lawmakers to look at how to rein in homeowners associations.
Okay.
That really go too far. Channel 2 investigator or consumer investigator Justin Gray is here. And Justin, in Georgia, a homeowners association can take your house.
You can be up to date on your mortgage, have never missed a loan payment, and still lose your home to foreclosure by your HOA.
No.
None of it makes any sense.
Each month, Karen Gibbons mailed a check for HOA dues on her Gwinnett County condo to the address provided in writing at closing. But she says she never knew when or if it would be cashed.
Well, it was just random. I mean, there'd be 2, 3, 4, 5 months go in between checks being cashed.
Then out of the blue, she was served with this, a notice of foreclosure by her HOA. With late fees and thousands of dollars in attorney fees, she owed more than $30,000. Did you even know you could be foreclosed on by an HOA?
No, never heard of it.
Had no clue.
It's totally insane. It's totally insane.
Trisha quickly learned it can happen the hard way when her Cherokee County home of 18 years was sold at foreclosure auction on the courthouse steps for about the amount of spare change currently sitting on her coffee table.
It went for $3.25.
No.
Quigley admits she did not pay 2 of her biannual homeowner dues payments, $800 total. She ended up paying more than $10,000 trying to get right with the HOA, but the late fees and the attorney fees kept growing.
You know, I kept thinking, I paid all this money. How come it's not stopping?
A big reason, attorney costs. Every email, every inquiry, every attempt to contest or fix or even pay the overdue bill adds to the bill.
That's a complaint.
By the time Juliette Graham finally sold her downtown Atlanta condo, her HOA bill had reached $250,000.
And you broke us. We're broke.
We checked foreclosure records and found that just 2 Metro Atlanta law firms that specialize in representing HOAs have filed 279 notices seeking damage and foreclosure notices in just the past 3 years.
Can't be right.
I can't imagine the mafia having been any worse than what my experience was with this.
State Senator Donzella James introduced multiple bills this legislative session trying to rein in overly aggressive HOAs.
People need to be protected and safeguarded against foreclosures.
This is where I restarted the whole thing.
The only way James McAdoo could stop his HOA from intercepting his paycheck was by filing for bankruptcy.
It garnished my wages.
He owes $36,000 and counting, predominantly because of weeds in his South Fulton front yard. They were garnishing $600 from his paycheck every 2 weeks until he started the bankruptcy process.
Oh my God.
What way do you see out of this? Selling my home and just getting out of this neighborhood.
That's what Karen Gibbons did earlier this year, even though she still doesn't believe she did anything wrong.
And I just said, enough. I can't do it anymore.
She paid $34,000 at closing to put an end to this mess.
Oh my God.
I don't know how it's legal.
A bipartisan bill sponsored by Senator James and Republican Rules Committee Chairman Matt Brass did pass at the Gold Dome this year to create a study committee examining how to change laws to better protect homeowners.
Gotta do something.
Senator Brass tells me the number one topic on the study committee's agenda will be those HOA foreclosures he says are taking families' generational wealth.
And to have some outside group come and take that away, to me, is again, it's un-American, and we're not going to stand for it.
I don't understand. How can you not pay the HOA fees? I know things happen in life. I know sometimes people lose their jobs. I know that. But you should have a savings. I keep telling people that over and over and over again. You got to have some money put back. You got to. Because if you don't, something like this will happen from an HOA. And part of the problem is also, people, you're so happy to move into the damn house and you up there filling out all the paperwork so you can move into your nice HOA house. Community. You don't read the fine print. They keep handing you all these papers and papers and papers to sign, and they tell you what each paper is, but you don't read them yourself. You go by what they say, okay? When you was handed that HOA paper and you signed it, you were saying, I'm going to abide by the rules and regulations. So you up there thinking, oh, it's just make sure I keep my yard looking good, the house looking good. Don't paint my house bright pink or purple. You're not reading the fine print as to what will happen if you don't pay your HOA fees. Why some of y'all moving into HOA communities? You don't have to be that desperate. Buy yourself some land. Buy the land, y'all. It's better. Build your own damn house on the land. But no, y'all want a beautiful neighborhood. One dude said he had to file bankruptcy because they was garnishing his check $600 every 2 weeks because he was behind on his HOA fees. He was also being fined because he had weeds in his yard. Never heard of such a thing. Weeds. You got to abide by the rules. You got to keep your house looking good. I want to know how many of y'all living in HOAs. Are you up and up? Okay. It don't matter if you're okay with your mortgage up on that. Okay. It don't matter. They concerned about the HOA fees. And what does the HOA fee does? Well, if you have a tenant swim community, it pays to keep that up. Some HOAs will even cut your grass every month. It's for maintenance, for the neighborhood, to keep it up, make it look good, okay? And again, some HOA fees don't do that. Some are just taking your money. But I'm telling y'all, I know you want to feel safe. I know you want the neighborhood to look good. I know you do. But it ain't worth it to me. Like I said, you don't read the fine print. One lady said she was paying late fees and attorney fees. Fees kept growing and growing and growing and growing. Then she said, you broke us. You broke us. No, lady, you broke yourself, okay? When you didn't read the fine print, you broke yourself because you didn't pay your fees. The one that was living in that tall building. Over $250,000 something in late HOA fees. What kind of fool is that? That's what I want to know. You gonna move into that nice building and not pay your HOA fees? What were you doing? I had to pay my necessities first. Well, you don't know that that's a necessity because you signed a contract to pay them? You don't know that that is a necessity? A lot of people don't even know, y'all. They don't even know what a HOA fee is. Some people, they go into there thinking, okay, I'll pay this fee. It means homeowner association. HOA fees, for short, are private organizations that oversee the management of some residential communities. HOAs establish set of rules. They have set of rules and regulations, y'all, called bylaws, for those living in the community to follow. You gotta follow this. Even though you didn't read the fine print, you gotta follow it because you signed the papers. Oh, this can't be. They can't do that, Sandfay. It's not just happening in Georgia. It's not. It's happening all over y'all in different states. Now, I don't know the state and the laws in your state. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to go look it up for yourself. It says here, the HOA might hire a collection agency to come after your ass to obtain any delinquent fees, which could lead to additional phone calls and letters. And some people don't even answer the letters. They don't answer. Oh, they just gonna put a lien on my house and that's it. The lien starts first, y'all. That's the first thing, all right? Which could lead to additional phone calls and letters in Georgia now. In Georgia, if a resident owes more than $2,000 in unpaid HOA fees, the HOA can get a lien on that resident's house and file for foreclosure. A lien and foreclosure. Keep on thinking it can't happen to you. Keep on thinking some of y'all gonna lose your house. You can't even pass it down to your kids because you didn't pay the fees. You thought you could live there forever and ever and not pay the fees. Who thinks like that? Who? Who thinks that they cannot be made to pay for the HOA fees? Just like they said, y'all, you accumulate late fees, attorney fees. They're going to make you pay them back for those attorney fees. They're going to make you pay them back. Are you ready for that? I'm telling y'all, some of y'all better get your side hustle on. You better have some savings. You ain't paying your fees. Y'all going on vacations, having a good time, buying clothes, new cars, hanging out, going to parties, spending all that damn money, and you ain't even thinking about your HOA fees. We don't give a damn about that. Let them come try to take my house. Let them come try. They gonna do it. They gonna do it, dumbass. They gonna do it. I understand, like I said, don't be going down in the comment section. I understand that some people have problems. They lose their jobs and stuff like that. I understand that, okay? But it's still your fault, though, because you didn't have a backup plan. You didn't have a savings. You didn't have nothing. It's still your fault. People lose jobs every day. Some people got savings, though. They smart. They smart right here. At least a year's saving. Do you understand me? Listen, start today saving some money, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Go down in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. Okay? Do you think it's wrong for them to take their house, even though they signed the papers and didn't read the fine print? Whose fault is that? Put it on down there. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for the people. I'm sorry I don't feel sorry for them. I don't, y'all. I don't. Don't get me wrong, though. I hate what happened to them, but I don't feel sorry, because they should know better. All right? With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.